Thank you for being with us on the Feast of St. Paul Miki and Companions. Our top story tonight, a federal appeals court delivers a significant defeat to former President Donald Trump. A three-judge panel ruled Trump is not immune for crimes he allegedly committed during his presidency related to the January 6th attack on the Capitol. This rejects Trump's argument that he should not have to go to trial on a criminal indictment accusing him of seeking to overturn the 2020 election. Well, the ruling states presidential immunity against federal indictment would mean that as to the president, the Congress could not legislate, the executive could not prosecute, and the judiciary could not review. We cannot accept that the office of the presidency places its former occupants above the law for all time thereafter. The Trump team plans to appeal the ruling. And for more, let's bring in Derek Muller, professor of law at Notre Dame Law School. Derek, thanks so much for coming on. We appreciate it. So how significant is this ruling, and are you surprised?
It's a significant ruling. We've had some of these cases, whether it's from the Nixon administration or the Clinton administration, where we've wondered about the outer bounds of suing the president or prosecuting the president or former president. But here we have it sort of square on this decision that the former president has no official immunity and no immunity for those acts that he undertook while president that were in violation of criminal law, at least as alleged by the prosecutors here. And so it's a significant decision. Somewhat of a surprise, I suppose, to think about the scope of the opinion. But at oral argument, none of the judges who were on the panel seemed to embrace his arguments. The district court didn't seem to embrace his arguments, certainly. It's not clear the United States Supreme Court is going to embrace them. So we might just be in a position where we're going to say, after you leave office, there's the potential for prosecution, even for the conduct that you had while you were serving as president.
What about the timing of this, Derek? And how could this impact President Trump's presidential bid going forward?
So the D.C. Circuit issued a decision to say, well, this is what we say. There's no immunity, and we're going to hold off on this decision having effect until Monday, February 12th. Until you have the opportunity, Trump, to appeal that case to the United States Supreme Court, and then we'll let the Supreme Court deal with it. So I think in the very near future, Trump will appeal, and then the Supreme Court will be placed in a position of deciding whether to take the case. And if not taking the case, then it'll send it back, and it will proceed for trial. So some uncertainty. We'll wait for the Supreme Court's word ahead.
All right. I was going to say, what comes next, and final thoughts?
Yeah, again, we're going to see the Supreme Court, face this issue. They're already facing an argument this week on whether or not Trump should appear on the Colorado ballot. They're facing other cases about whether or not his conduct could rise to criminal liability in other cases. So they're facing a slew of these cases, hot-button political cases in a contentious political year as the 2024 election looms. So we'll see what happens, but I'm waiting to see how quickly the Supreme Court moves once they get that petition from former President Trump.
Yeah, and we will be keeping an eye on that as well. Derek, thank you so much for insights. Always appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.